Hi, where are the tender points in fibromyalgia? Now, in a recent video, we did talk about the role of tender points and how they are not used these days for making the diagnosis of fibromyalgia, and certainly the American College of Rheumatology 2016 guidelines do not recommend that anymore. Yet, there are people still using it. So in this video, I'm going to highlight or show where these points are when I used to be sort of doing them for the diagnosis of fibromyalgia. The caveat here being, once again, that I don't do it these days. I wouldn't recommend using that in any way to diagnose it. But if you still are curious to know where these tender points are, then these would be the areas to look for and palpate or press. So first things first, what do I mean by palpate or press? Well, when these tender points were used for the diagnosis, the idea was that your medical doctor or specialist would be pressing over these particular areas of the body, and they would press it hard enough such that their nails blanched. That was the amount of pressure they had to exert. And that has been quantified as 4 newtons in terms of force that they need to use to press. Obviously, you can see why that was very difficult to do. It was not uniform, it was very variable, and that was one of the reasons why they fell out of favor. But the areas that were chosen as well were rather random and arbitrary. What were these areas? First, the suggestion starting from the back of the head was just the behind the ear. So that is the back of the head behind the ear is the first 2 spots on either side. Then the next bit is over the shoulder blades, and then a couple more points on either side of the upper chest, so just in between the 2 shoulder blades on either side. And then on the back of the body, as we continue down, it would be the top of the hips, sort of the iliac crest, and then the outer side of the gluteal point, so closer to the buttock points there, the lower part and the outer part would be the areas to press on there. When you look at it from the front there, we are looking at the area above the collarbone, so front above the collarbone, and then on the outer part of the elbow, and finally the inner side of the knee. So these are the areas there, and if you think about it, a total of 18 such tender points, and the idea was that if 11 out of the 18 turned out to be tender, i.e. the person complained of pain when you pressed over that area till your nails blanched, then that would be a diagnostic indicator for 11 out of 18 to be considered as fibromyalgia. As I've said before, this is not something that is practiced now. This is not something that is recommended by any organization, and realistically, we should not be using that for the diagnosis of fibromyalgia. But I hope that you found this video useful. A lot of viewers were still asking for this, so I thought I'd go ahead and make this video just to clarify the tender point issues. Thank you for listening to this, and I'll see you in the next. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it of value. So, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel, and click on the bell button to be notified when the next video comes along.